Welcome back. You're watching Prime Property. Let's head to Mumbai, the country's most expensive property market, plagued by unauthorized construction, inefficient supply to house a burgeoning population, and it doesn't help buyers' cause when local authorities drag their feet in issuing construction permits. That, besides delaying construction, is also factored in by builders in their ultimate selling price. Well, the Prime Minister's office is intervening to fix that. The Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai has been instructed by the PMO to simplify procedure for issuing building permits, though it has done so to improve India's ranking in the World Bank's report on ease of doing business. In a major move to cut red tape and significantly speed up the process of authorizing building permits, the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai has decided to remove 60% of the procedures that builders need to follow. This is expected to halve the time needed for builders to obtain building certificates. The Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai had roped in PwC to simplify the process.
Today, for a developer to get approvals, he needs to pay scrutiny fees 84 times to 14 different departments. Now, these are the kind of various obstacles which a developer needs to go through before he gets a planning permit. Out of the overall 1,500 files which get into BMC overall every year for approvals, what we believe is only around 70 to 100 of them actually get BCCs, which is a building construction certificates, which is the final certificate required before one moves into a building. So overall, if you look at this statistic, we are talking of around 7% of the actual projects getting the final certificate, mainly which leads to a lot of backlog in the system.
Builders often blame project delays on late approvals received from various agencies under the Municipal Corporation. They also blame this for the spiraling cost of projects. The World Bank had observed it takes 27 steps and 162 days to obtain a construction permit in Mumbai, and that obtaining such permits accounts for 40.65% of the construction cost.
If you look at an overall cost of funding for a developer today, it varies anywhere between 20 to 25%. Land values in the city, if you look at eastern suburb like Mulund today, land prices are 50 crores an acre. Look at even Borivali, that's around 50 crores an acre. Come to parts like Lower Parel, that's 150 to 200 crores an acre. So at 20-25% overall cost of funding with the developer actually acquired the land, if approvals don't come on time, we are talking of the overall project cost going up by anywhere between 10 to 20% just on, if the approval is 1 year delay, just on account of government not giving approval. So overall, we believe this is definitely going to help the end users.
Sources say that in a significant departure from current norms, builders and architects may be allowed to submit self-certified applications and not wait for approvals from various departments like the Tree Department, Fire Department, Sewage Department. What's more, the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai wants to set itself strict deadlines. We understand it wants to start giving out occupation certificates within 15 days of receiving an application and permit to start construction within 30 days of receiving an application.
That it's basically too little, too late. They need to think way out of the box to make this work. The dependence on the bureaucracy is still too high, and I feel this function really they need to outsource completely, so that this is something you should do in 3 days.
3 days? I don't know if in my lifetime I'm ever going to see a municipal corporation being that effective in this country. But how much is it working out to right now with what is being proposed?
They're talking about 37 days, which will actually take no less than 90 days, because it depends again on officers of the BMC who are really reluctant to move unless they have received some gratification of some kind. So the stories you hear about the BMC are just ludicrous.
Okay, so 37 days also, according to you, not good enough. But what do you think needs to be done to actually bring down this time frame?
See, it's very simple. Instead of asking the person who is applying for the permission to gather the data, in this day and age, geographical information is available on the computer. You should click on a plot and you should get all the data on that, for that plot. What are the number of trees there? What is the FSI? What are the setbacks? Everything ought to be there on the click of a button, and that's done all over the world. So why over here are we saying that you still need to gather the information and 7 days to the tree authority, all that? That should be homework done by the government and available on a click of a button for a property. That's it, over.
But in this country, we don't have the digitized records to do what you're proposing.
It's not, but it won't take more than a year to do that. Appoint an agency, it'll take them 6 months to do, and then another 6 months to correct it, to get the system going. See, they need to be thinking way out of the box. This is still bureaucratic bungling. Okay, he will submit to this one and that will submit to that one. Make it paperless. I mean, come on, in the 21st century, think clean, think, how can we do it in 3 days? Let that be the target. And let it be foolproof, the process. It should be process-driven, computer-driven, foolproof.
Can you tell us what is being proposed right now, what the new procedures are going to be?
What they're proposing is that, first you need the permission from the tree authorities. Then you need to go to the Chief Engineer Roads and Traffic, get information from there. Then you need to go to the Chief Engineer Sewerage Operation, get information from there. Then you need to go to the Stormwater Drainage, get information from there. They're saying all of this will take three days once you apply 3 days. We all know that that's not going to happen. They're not going to give it in 3 days. They're going to make you come again and again. He's busy. I've been called to Mantralaya. My officer is calling me. Come back tomorrow. So who's going to monitor these 3 days? It just sounds good on paper here, but actually, is it going to happen? And the thing is, why should you have to go anywhere? It should be available at the click of a computer. It's information which is available, just put it up.
Okay, you want everything online, but what about the panel of experts in the municipal corporation that want to go through all the applications?
It took the government almost 6 months just to get 4 competent people, 4. So why can't you just say, we're going to train 100 people to do this effectively? It doesn't require, this is not rocket science. We're going to train 100 people. These 100 people will sit and just do this. We just need enough people. Right now, the bottleneck is just shortage of manpower, I feel, and a commitment to do it. That's all it takes.
There you go. That's the expert's take on the municipal corporation wanting to read out almost 60% of the procedures needed for getting a construction permit. And starting next week, we're going to get you special stories on the draft housing policy for Maharashtra, so do tune back for that. For now, we're going to slip into a short break. On the other side, we're going to go down south to Chennai. Will this dormant property market stage of recovery with Jayalalitha's comeback? Stay tuned.